my little TisaTellss. How you doing today? Well, baby, if you are Pete Davidson, you are embarrassing the dog mess out of Kim Kardashian. You guys, new detail has come out between Pete Davidson's romance with Emily Ratajkowski. We'll call her M. Rada for those that know. You guys, this has been brewing for a while. And get this, her and Pete were set up by mutual friends months ago. And also, let's not forget that it is being rumored that all those rumors about Pete sending her birthday gifts and getting cozy to her, Kim, and getting all this stuff and wanting to get back, Pete's people actually reached out and shut that mess down. But it's not over, y'all. We got some more receipts. Like, did you know that Emily was speaking very sweet and flatteringly about Pete? Do you know that Pete actually worked with Emma on a moose knuckle campaign? And that's how they first met. I will say one thing about Pete, like any good pass around, baby, if you are dating Pete Davidson, you better watch who he works with, because he does like to eat where he, all right? Again. Why is this so funny? Because if you guys don't realize, on Kim's birthday, she tried to put rumors out that Pete was still in contact with her. She even tried to say that Pete sent her a little diptyque, the $13 one candle. I know you're like, it's a $40 candle. It ain't nothing. It's this big and it's part of a travel set, right? And she put Jasmine. Pete's people actually reached out and told Kim, one, don't use me in the Kardashians. And she reached out and basically said, Kim and Pete have not been in contact at all. I thought that was Kim trying to distance herself away from Pete from having a blow up on set. But apparently people are now saying that was Pete's people because he didn't want to mess up anything with Imrat, because you guys, he's been dating her pretty much ever since he broke up with Kim. And a lot of people are saying he broke up with Kim for her Emily, because as soon as Emily was on the market, he had his friends hook them up and he was in like Flynn. Now let's get this straight before I get into the story. I know this has to hurt Kim's feelings. Why? M. Rada is who Kim pretends to be, a sex bomb, but also super intelligent. We know, by the way, Kim was bragging that, first of all, if you guys want to dog me for my outfit, my mentally unstable husband, the way you sat there like an idiot and tried to blame Kanye for people hurting your fashion, the way you literally take this fashion stuff so seriously, like Zoolander, girl, you had a cute fit. You did not cure cancer. There might be a whole room of people, a whole nation of people that care about who had the best fit. Do y'all? You see somebody have a cute fit, do you honor them? Do you bow down to them? Do you think there's anything special about them besides, girl, you got cute style? Good for you. This is a woman that constantly can never take a stand on anything. But this is also a woman that, now that her beauty is fading, and I know Kim's still young, but in Kim's mind, Kim is trying to compete with women half her age. Kim still wants to walk in to a room and be the most sought after, desired woman. Listen, Kim, even if you were those girls' age, everything gets old. Everybody gets old. And I'm not even talking about age. It's just the fact that, Kim, we have seen everything about you. In, out, up, down. Of course, somebody is new that has a little bit of mystery about them is going to eclipse you, especially if somebody likes mystery. Again, Kim, oh, before I forget, let's get into this report, because this is what I forgot, right? Mr. BDE gets lucky again. Pete's dating bombshell model Imrata amid her divorce, following his string of A-list flings with Kim, Ariana Grande, Kaya Gerber, and Kate Beckinsale. Now, I do want to say this, y'all. I figured out Pete's game. Let's just read this. This is from Miss Chung's article. I think it's Emily Chung. Davidson also notably got with Kim shortly after she split with Kanye West, right? Around this time last year, and a very meaningful relationship emerged. Here's the pattern I'm seeing. Think about it. I figured out Pete's secret sauce. He always goes after high-profile women right after they break up. When I say right after, I mean they send the breakup text message, and 10 minutes later, Pete is sliding into DMs or having friends make introductions. Now, Kim's the only dummy that went after Pete I know Pete was like, ooh, I didn't see this one coming because her ego was so big. I'll say one thing. Kanye did a good job of hyping Kim's ego up. And again, Kim's pretty, she's talented. I know she's starting to look like plastic surgery gone wrong, but just listen to me on this. Kanye hyped Kim up as one of the most fashionable women of our time. Kanye compared Kim and Beyonce's impact and said they were two giants. That's why they don't get along. Kanye basically said that Kim was the moment. She's the moment. She's a thing, blah, 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 blah. Kim bought all that crap. As much as people like to down Kanye, he is the one that created the monster called Kim Kardashian, right? But apparently Kanye didn't have time for Kim. He also was very self-involved, and he was like, girl, I'm building an empire. Go to the doctor on your own. I don't got time for this. No, I'm not going with you to CVS, and I'm not driving around with you on errands. I got to be on a flight to Paris, right? Pete saw by listening, because everybody says like, oh, Pete's a great listener. Most great listeners, great. But when you're listening with an agenda, that's when you start to listen and you become that friend and you make them laugh. But you also listen to every gripe they had about their ex. And you become that person to that person. It seems like a godsend, right? You break up with your billionaire husband because he never had time for you and didn't do the little things. It was always grand gesture. So Pete's giving you thrifty ice cream and clinging to you by like glue, and he's capping you up so much that you don't even realize that he's actually using you. Think about it. He hit up Ariana Grande right after she broke up with Mac Miller. Kim and Kanye, right? And let's not forget that Emrata, right? Emily just left her husband the same exact time that Pete broke up with Kim. Now, let's get back into it. Now you know his secret sauce, right? Gold digger's gonna dig. They said that Pete and Emrata are in the early stages of dating, but they really like each other. The duo have been talking for a few months now after being set up by mutual friends. The insider added they both really like each other, and Pete loves, here's the shot at Kim, how intelligent Emily is. The source added that the funny man's humor is a big plus for the runway star. Pete makes Emily laugh. Listen, you guys, there can be a million alpha male videos all they want. They don't want to admit women like men that listen to them. Women like men that make them laugh. Women like men that don't treat them like objects and made them see heard. It doesn't matter whether it's fake or whether the man's really interested. I don't understand how many times men don't just get this secret recipe. Pete knows it. You look at that face and you know it. Anyway, right? Emily was last known to be dating DJ Orazio Rispo. She was passionately kissing him in New York City. This is after Brad Pitt's camp tried to say they were dating. Emily, a known feminist, was like, absolutely not. She dragged Brad Pitt's movie Blonde, right? While the comedian Pete, who's famously landed beauties like Kate Beckinsale and Ariana Grande, woo! He just broke up with Pete Kim the same month that Emily left her husband. And remember, Kim got on that plane begging and pleading for Pete to give it another try. And Pete was like, no, I'm cool. Woo! Listen, Grande once tweeted about Pete's 10 inches and the internet ablaze with his BDE. Meanwhile, Kim herself admitted she pursued Pete after hearing about his BDE and was simply DTF, later hinting that she was having the best time of her life in the bedroom with Pete. Now, again, this is what I'm sure Kim's mad about. Do you think she feels so mad that Pete pushes up and pursues everyone? Kim was the only woman that had to pursue him. Again, I know it was game. I know he would have gotten one for her, but do you think Kim feels even more stupid that he played her to the fact of you were chasing after this man that is a Hollywood bike and bicycle? Woo! They're saying they're in a whirlwind romance. What else? Let's see. There's more. Hold on. I just wanted to give you guys this one thing. Oh, Emily, it's not the same. She said during an appearance on Late Night with Seth Meyers, this is after she did the moose knuckle shoot with them, that he was super charming and said, he's a professional. First of all, you should know that about Pete. And I said, baby, You better dig into that man's ego. Because if there's one thing Pete hates, it's the way that everybody treats him as a rent boy. Everybody laughs at him. Even at Saturday Night Live, they didn't think he was talented enough. They thought he was there because of favors, because of this and that. Pete's desire is for people to take him seriously and see him as a professional. And to tell you the truth, that's probably what ended up with Pete dumping Kim, because Kim was trying to turn him into her little toy on Keeping Up with the Kardashian, and like this puppy that was just looking after a boat. And you can say what you want about Pete. He will do that whole act, but he has a huge ego. Now get this, right? I will say, if Pete dies tomorrow, why do I feel like he'll be hooked up with Marilyn Monroe in heaven? This is the way he gets women. He gets them when they're vulnerable. Woo! So then she said, Pete, he's got height. Obviously, women find him very attractive. Funny, Emily said he's got height, but didn't say anything about his face. She said, guys are like, wow, what's that guy got? And I'm like, I mean, he's super charming. He's vulnerable. He's lovely. His fingernail polish is awesome. He looks good. Okay, Emily. Anyway, we should have known she had a crush on him then. Now, they said, fans got to the internet and they said someone needs to do a thesis study on how Pete managed to score Ariana Grande, Kim Kardashian, and Emrata. I'm telling you, he gets in before the corpse is cold. That's his secret. Let's see what else. Listen, Pete is digging. He's with someone that he likes. They were seen giggling, locking lips. She only has one child. She doesn't have a crazy ex. And Emrata, like Pete said, taking that dig at Kim, she's actually very, very intelligent. She has a podcast, right? But she has that perfect level of fame where she's known, but she can still go out and enjoy her life. She's very, very well known in certain circles, because you know Pete ain't dating no bum, right? But, what does this mean? I'm waiting for the Kardashian camp to hit back. I'm waiting for them to hit back. But you guys, I'm going to do a separate video. Is this why Kim's been posting those little lovelorn memes? You know what? I'm going to get into that in my next video. Y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm looking for more information. But last thing, you know, Emrata had Julia Fox on her podcast. I know. I have a soft spot for Julia Fox. I think she's actually hilarious. But she was on Emrata's podcast. I don't know, y'all. It's a lot of intermingling. It's a lot. But you know, your girl's going to be here to cover it. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.